Hey guys, welcome back to my Fenton Forest Farm series. So last week we cut down some trees, we made some space over there for a silo, but my crops aren't quite ready yet, so I think what I'm going to do is start off by picking up some animals, and we'll get some manure and all that good stuff in process so that we could start filling our greenhouses on the other side of the house here with some manure and water and start making a little bit of passive income. I was gonna go buy a trailer and go move cattle, but I don't think this game, or sorry, this map has an animal purchase point. So I think we're just gonna have to buy them direct. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. Alright, so we'll just go buy them direct and save the cost of buying a trailer. So I think we'll start off with probably 10 pigs. Let's see how we do here for money. So we'll do 10 of the black pigs. 9, 10. 10. Wow, math's hard. That's 15,000. They breed pretty quick. You know what? Let's do 20. Because we're really just doing them to get us some... Boom. Doing that to get us the manure. And they'll make manure at a fast rate. I'm going to jump over here. I'll grab some cattle quick. And we'll grab some sheep. And then we'll feed, water everybody. Get some straw into their pens. Since I do have a lot of straw. And that'll get our manure production kicked into gear. You know what, let's just get the Ayrshires here. We'll only get 10 of you. Boom. Okay, there's 10 Ayrshires, and we'll grab ourselves 10 sheep. And then we'll start moving some water, moving some food. Okay, sheep I think are on this side. Yep, right here. Perfect. You know what? I like the black and the white. We'll do 20 of them as well. Because the cool thing about the sheep on this map is that the wool sell point is literally beside the wool drop point. So where they drop off the wool right here. I believe the wool drop point's here and the sell point's here. Or vice versa. I can't remember which, but we'll know soon enough. Alright, let's go with the JCB, which is down here by the silos. And then we'll start off by hooking up to the water tanker, getting ourselves a bit of water, get everybody full, and then we'll grab this small dump trailer and we'll move food from our silo storage. Oops. And feed everybody. Only I could screw this up. Let's see what... oh, maybe I put it over here. Yeah, maybe it is. It might be in a small little... Yeah, it's in the small lean-to. Oh, my bad. Alright. Now the bigger question is what I do. I know where the water tanker is. But I might have to go for a bit of a walk to find the other one. Yeah, right there. Lost the map, but I'm only in like a 15-meter square area. We'll hook up to you, and let's go for this side. Oh, look at that. It's already full. Sometimes you win. The question is, I don't know how much the sheep take. Alright, we'll run this over the pigs, and then we'll fill up and go to the cattle. We'll do chickens later, but we'll start getting production of manure and a few other things up. So I was going to use the money from this to move on to Michigan, but honestly I've had 6 different corrupt game saves with Michigan and a massive frame rate issue. So I think instead of doing Michigan, I'm kind of thinking I want to try out either Midwest Horizon, I think that's what it's called, or one of the ones from the mod contest. So I'm kind of leaning towards possibly the Canadian map, but I'll see how it goes. If you have any opinion, just leave a comment which map you think we should move on to after this one. But I didn't get a chance to do any gaming last week because I was away out of town for a wedding, so it's kind of nice to get back at it a little bit. But summer's here, so it's also the season of doing stuff with the fam jam. No, there we go. Get her all filled up. You know, the JCB, I don't know why, it's just not something I really ever use, but maybe because they don't see too many of them in Canada. I don't know. I know they used to be really popular in Europe, especially England. But run this guy over here. Get Zamumu some water. I think that's the food trough, isn't it? Yeah, it's the food trough. And I sold the horses because it's just not my thing. We may end up putting a bunk silo in there for extra storage. That might not be a bad idea. Just a small one. That would let us have two different sets of silage fermenting, or one's full and the other one we're actually filling up. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. Jeepers, the cattle drank all that. Alright. Guess we get in a little water. Go, a little bit more. Trying to find the trigger here. It's not the easiest. There we go. Thankfully, it doesn't cost any money to basically pump dirty water out of your pond to feed your cattle. Feed your cattle. Give your cattle something to drink. That's all good. We'll run over here. Top these guys off. We'll go back to the pigs and try topping them off, and then we'll distribute some chow. Alright. Probably once we get to about 8 o'clock tonight, we'll probably jump to tomorrow. Hopefully that'll get our grass ready. I'll probably get Courseplay on the go to give me a hand. I might even toss crop into the fields. Right now, dink. Two's got, I don't think two has anything in it right now. No, two's just been plowed, and I threw soybeans in field 1, so maybe in field 2 we'll toss in, oh, I don't know, canola, or I guess we could do sunflowers, but I don't know, we'll see. But I think I'm just gonna drop the tank off over here at the water hole, and we'll move out from there. Alright. I just gotta figure out, put that dump wagon. I thought it was gonna be over. I thought it was over on the far side of the silos where I went looking for the JCB, but time will tell in a hurry, I guess. Spin my dude over here. Oh, he's over there. Perfect. Okay, I think this, oh man, is this side the fill point or is this side the buy point? Ah, well, I guess we're gonna find out in 2 seconds. Alright, no, this is the fill point. Cool. Alright, pig feed, yeah, let's do that. hopefully that'll kickstart those dudes for a couple days. Probably not, but hey, see how it goes. And then I guess too, where we are at for food, I guess I'll go back to my silo here, and while that's filling up, have a look and see what we got in the silo, and that'll kind of dictate what we're gonna do next. Probably do. I might plant corn and actually take shell corn off to feed. Yeah, you know what? I need shell corn for the pigs, so I think that'll be what we do next. And then I'll probably also. Oh, I didn't look. Go back to that. Forgive me for a sec there. It doesn't say how many days worth of food they got, but it doesn't look too bad. And we'll get these guys some straw, and then we'll. Throw straw on the pigs, then we'll move on to the cattle, and then lastly we'll hammer on the sheep. But yeah, it doesn't say unfortunately how many days you got worth of food sitting there, so. But we'll probably plant corn next, because I think corn is the biggest percentile for the pig food. Okay, that was pigs. Fertilizer new. Yeah, I'll take some straw. What I'll do is whatever the pigs don't take, I'll just dump over on the cattle. And then we'll grow everything else except for the root vegetable until we have, you know, the resources to do it. It's only I think it's a 5% productivity loss by not having a root vegetable, but the startup costs are kind of big to get into the root veggies. Probably would. I think sugar beets doesn't require special planters, so that's probably where I'd start. Fill these guys up. They didn't take that much. Oh, well, hopefully the cattle do. Not gonna make it. Oh well. Draw bashing. It's okay, I know the owner. Alright. Straw points for these guys. Maybe something else at the end here? Yeah, right there, okay. Is it? Yep, okay, good. Good, the cattle took most of it. Excellent. We'll go dump this thing over in the... We'll dump a little bit we got left back into the silos. And then we'll go get TMR next. Now, see, we got manure in the tanker. Oh, I bet you have manure in the spreader. I wonder if it'll let me unload it into the greenhouse. Let's give that a go after we feed the cattle here. Because then that would kind of get me kickstarted a little bit of passive income. Get you back where you belong. Zoom over here for a bit. I think we get like 15,000 liters of TMR. Straw, hay, grass. No, 14,000. Whatever. That'll get us at least started. We do have some. Do we have square bales of grass sitting over there, or do we have to go look at our grass or hay? Because if it's grass, I'll feed that to the sheep and keep the bulk stuff for TMR. So that we are at. It's 14 gets to yellow, maybe. No, it didn't. Oh well. I'm gonna zoom over quick and see how many bales we got sitting there. You know what? Even if it's grass, it's not really much of a difference. We'll just grab the bulk grass out of here for the cattle, or for the sheep. Because really, if it's bales, I can just shred it into the mixer. I wanted. Funny if we have chaff, I could dump it in the silo, which I might do. Oh, off by grid. But yeah, that'll work out, I think. That'll at least get some start of the income from the animals going. Dump that. Sheep are at least easy to deal with. Huh. Over here to the... Well, that's nice. I'll have a little bit extra left for doing the barn animals, the cattle, so... Alright, so I'm going to park this thing. Now we plowed field 2. So I'm going to toss... Actually, before we do that... let's get the field work underway. I'm going to hook over to the manure spreader. And what we're going to do is save, because everybody loves corrupt game files. Let's get on the big beast here. Get that big deer folded up, and then we'll hit this up with a cultivator. I don't even know if I got a corn planter. What do I think about it? Guess I better go find that out. I love the way this tractor looks. So, look for kind of a crop tour. Yeah, that's only a drill. You know, let's hit the brakes here. Jump on the garage. Look, do we have... Shoot, we don't. How much is a seeder? Sorry, planter. See, that's 142k. Little gaffer 72, but that drains the old bank account pretty hard there. And if we go with one of these ones, I'm not against it. It's only, but that's gonna strap us pretty solid here. Well, maybe we just wait off on the corn, plant something else, and then next thing we'll do, we'll pick up a corn planter. So let's go over here. I'm gonna jump in with these dudes, and we'll set ourselves up with. Is it barley that I harvested last time? No, it was wheat. So let's do some. Yeah, let's do some barley. I'm just gonna set the normal helper up for that. Oh, you know what? Let's have some fun. Question. Boom. Field 2. We're in the southwest. We'll do counterclockwise. 2 headline passes. Turn. Generate course. Yeah, I'll take that. And then we'll save that as field 2. 15-meter planter. And then we'll go with... Alright, pal. Do me solid. Get her done. And there we go. Alright, so he's doing that. Jump back in our tractor here and we'll go wash the disc up. And then with the ripper washed, then I'm going to try and see if there's any way I can unload the manure spreader into here. Quick peek over here. That part too far away. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Perfect. Quick wash there, and then we'll store this beast. Put him down in the big barn. The southeast corner of the map. Wow. Our southeast here. Oops. I swear, officer, I haven't had anything to drink tonight. Back this up a little bit. I think for my next episode, I'm going to use my Xbox remote instead of using my wheel. The wheel's nice, but when I'm trying to stay in front of the mic or I'm trying to do small, some things it doesn't work out. Where it really works out for me, though, is when I'm running a wheel loader with the flight control stick as well, because then you can actually do pretty solid work. On my personal Midwest Horizons map, I did, using the stick with the leveler, I did 2.8 million liters of silage the other day using course play, so it's kind of where I'm going to try and go with here, is having course play deliver the silage to the front of the pack silo, and then me sit there with the leveler or a loader and pushing it into the back of the pack silo. That's why I prefer using the hollow, or not the hollow, but I call it the hollow square, where it's three-sided. You let me dump in here? No, I didn't think so. I doubt it'll work if I unfold it, but no. Okay, so we'll have to use that as fertilizer. Oh well, it's not the end of the world, it just wasn't exactly what I was planning. Alright, well, we'll put water into them anyway. Just skim ourselves back, drop this thing off back here. Now eventually we'll probably clear out, I'd like to clear out probably 80% of these pine trees. I like to leave the birch and the other non-profitable trees here for decoration. And then we'll work towards building up to go mine the top of the mountain, or what I'm going to call the mountain, up there on the hill. And then move ourselves with, if we can get ourselves up to, like, you know, $5-10 million towards Durango or Can West, or whichever one of the mod hub maps we decide to run. I love Michigan, but I just can't stop getting corrupt game saves. I looked at the log file and I don't know. I see the issues, but I don't know exactly which one causes them, so maybe if I didn't have 320 mods running on my computer, it wouldn't be so bad, but that's my addiction. Fill this thing up. Oh, we're doing pumpkins. God loves Stevie. Okay, I'm gonna leave just a little bit there, and I'm gonna move over to this one. Watermelons? Yeah, watermelons. Cool. I'm just gonna get out for a sec and see what the percentage of the water is. I think it's like right here. Oh, you didn't even the tractor to see it. What's it saying here? 29%. Cool. Well, those are full, and then we'll just kind of chill it, I guess, and wait for some manure. I don't think we got a whole lot yet. Just over here. Drop this big boy off. Let me take a look in this. Well, there's a little bit in there, but I'm gonna fill this out right. Not really. Maybe between the cattle and the pigs, I can get enough to at least start them. So we'll fill the water tanker back up. Pull it up out of the pond, disconnect it, go grab the wheel loader, or the telehandler rather, take the manure over to the pumpkins and start with that. Gotta start making some coinage. Actually, I'm just gonna do the JCB here for now, because we're probably gonna go through water faster than anything else with it. Now, since we're over here anyway, we'll go over to the pigs first with this thing. Just gonna set myself up here a little bit. Okay, so the sheep drop off the wool on the west side, and then you move it over to the east to unload it or to sell it. So that works out. Let's quickly get ourselves over here. Oh, that isn't flat enough. There we go. Scoop up all 190 liters of manure. I'll just toss myself inside because I find it easier to drive that way. Ooh, hello, lag spike. And then we'll just kind of quickly go over here, dump this one off in the pumpkins. Actually, I lied. I can't see where the crap right now. Dump this one in the pumpkins, and then I'll go get the cattle and get. And hopefully the cattle got a bit, and then we can hopefully make a little bit of money by midnight out of those. I don't know how the greenhouses work. If they pay at midnight, or like the way the biogas does, or if it's hourly, or how it works. But I guess we'll find out here in a couple minutes. Well, at least the cattle had some manure. Just quickly go toss that over there, and then probably call it a night. Leave our worker to work field 2 into the barley. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. 9%. Excellent. Toss him back over there. The pigs are. And then we'll call it a night, and we'll see what the morning brings. Alright folks, we'll call that a day. We got some feeding done. In the morning we're going to go ahead, we're going to weed field 10. Sorry, not field 10, field 1, my apologies. And then we're going to set course play up to mow and bring the grass over to our pack silo. And then we'll sit there and roll it flat so we get that pack silo full of silage and keep moving on. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Have a good night, guys.